Hello friends. So in the previous lecture we were talking about rationalization of complex numbers. So let's continue. So how do we do rationalization? I told you that rationalization is the operation to ensure that we are able to split the complex number into real and imaginary part. Okay, without rationalization it you cannot separate the real and imaginary parts. Okay, so how do we do rationalization? So suppose z is equal to a plus ib upon c plus id. So what we do is we multiply the denominator with the conjugate of the complex number. Okay, what is a conjugate? So suppose there is a complex number a plus ib, then we represent the conjugate of complex number z by this symbol. We put a line above the z, and this is equal to, we do not touch the real part but we change the sign of the imaginary part, so this will be a plus a minus ib. Okay, so here the complex number is c plus id, so its conjugate will be c minus id. So we multiply the denominator and numerator by the conjugate of the denominator. Okay, so by multiplying and dividing there is no effect on the complex number, it's still the same complex number. So what is the use? Let's see. So a plus ib, if I multiply, becomes a into c minus id plus ib into c minus id, divided by, this will become c into c minus id plus id into c minus id. Okay, let's solve it. ac minus iad plus ibc minus I square is minus 1, so this will become plus bd, divided by c square minus icd plus idc minus I square is again plus d square. You can pause the video if you are not able to follow. Okay, and just try it on your own. So this will be ac plus bd. If I take I common, I will get bc minus ad, and divided by, here I'll get c square plus d square. If you see ICD and IDC, they are basically the same thing. Okay, and this is a minus sign here, so minus ICD plus ICD, they cancel out, so we get c square plus d square. Now if I try to split the complex number, what I'll get? AC plus BD upon c square plus d square plus iota times BC minus AD upon c square plus d square. Now clearly you can see there is no iota in this part, so this becomes real part of z, and this is the imaginary part of z. So I have been able to separate the real and imaginary part of z, and so this is now a rationalized expression. I have been successfully able to rationalize the expression, rationalize the complex number, and separate the real and imaginary part. Okay, very simple. So for rationalization, what you do, if you have a complex number, you multiply and divide the complex number by the conjugate of the denominator, and then you do the basic algebra, and then you just separate the real and the imaginary part. Okay, very simple. Next I'll come to higher powers of a complex number. Higher powers. So it's basically, suppose you have a complex number z, a plus ib. What will be z square? So z square will be a plus ib whole square. Okay, so basically all the mathematical operations, you follow the same process, there's no difference. in addition, in subtraction, multiplication, division. The only new thing was the rationalization thing. In square also you just square, so this will be a plus ib into a plus ib, and then you follow the multiplication thing. You are multiplying two complex number z and z, so this will be a into a plus ib plus ib into a plus ib. So I can write it as a square plus iab plus iab minus b square, because I square is minus 1. So this will be a square minus b square plus 2abi. This is the square. Okay, very simple. Similarly, you can find the z cube, z to the power 4, any of the power. Z cube will be nothing but z square into z. So you have z square 2abi, you multiply it with z once again. If you see in z square, if I ask you, okay, what is the real part of z square? So real part of z square, you can see, will be the part that does not have iota. So it is a square minus b square. If I ask you what is the imaginary part of z square, then it is the part which has the iota, so 2ab. So when you say the imaginary part of z square, you don't put I there. It is understood that when you are talking about imaginary part, it is the part attached to the iota. So you don't write iota again, you just write it once. Clear? Okay, so this is the basic this is the basic idea about calculating the higher powers of z. So I told you about addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. I told you about the conjugate. One more idea is the multiplication of a conjugate with the complex number itself. So suppose I have a complex number z is equal to a plus ib, then the conjugate of z will be a minus ib. So what will be z into z bar? This will be a plus ib into a minus ib. Okay, so multiply a minus ib plus ib into a minus ib. This will be a square minus iab plus iab plus b square, because again I square is minus 1, so minus 1 into minus 1 is plus 1. So this is nothing but a square plus b square. The two cancels out. So the multiplication of a complex number with the conjugate of that complex number is nothing but sum of the square of the real part and imaginary part. Okay, so I can write like this also. Z into z bar for any complex number is equal to real part of z whole square plus imaginary part of z whole square. This is the expression. Okay, so we discussed a lot of different algebraic operations. We'll continue with this algebraic operation in the next video lecture, so stay tuned and let's meet in the next video lecture to start with the new topic. Thank you.